Will Scott fall into their trap? Don't miss the next exciting episode of Space Angel.
Wake up. Sundays. On the Edge. 2 hours of earth-shattering investigation. Exploring the deepest vortex of space. You have reached The Edge. Sunday mornings at 8 on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Colonel Carruthers is being brought back to face trial for the murders of the rest of the crew.
It's worse than that.
There's still enough evidence to put you in front of a firing squad.
Much worse.
Every ounce of edible fluid in his body is gone.
Stalking its prey.
What is that thing down there?
It, the terror from beyond space, is the Moonlight Matinee. Next on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Continues after the break. Mysteries.
Something truly unearthly crashed out here.
Magic.
I do psychic research on houses affected by supernatural events.
Miracles.
Modern science teaches us that this phenomenon should not occur and does not occur, but it does occur.
Investigate the bizarre world of unexplained phenomena. Patrick McNee hosts Mysteries, Magic, and Miracles. Monday at 7 on the Sci-Fi Channel.
From across the oceans of time and space.
They are here amongst us.
Their mission, global domination.
I'm afraid it's true.
Organic life form status, expendable.
Can't you understand that there is no escape?
An alien force attacks. The human race is fighting for survival.
They may be all over this planet.
And Earth needs a hero.
You don't look like a dangerous psycho to me.
The Invaders, tonight at 7 on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Now I need a witness.
You're watching It. The Moonlight Matinee continues after the break. I am your guide. You have access to the hypothetical parallel of the Sci-Fi Channel. Everything you see here is an alternative to your reality. This is science fiction. Speculative environments constructed around actualities. Here you can explore the unexplorable. All you can imagine is possible within this parallel. For the Sci-Fi Channel is all things science fiction.
Murky and mysterious.
The swamp's a real weird place, man. It holds secrets most people will never know.
More than a myth.
In the swamp, anything is possible.
More than a man.
I am living proof of that.
Stopping the slime that threatens the world.
Don't want to die.
Beware the wrath of Swamp Thing. Next Tuesday at 7 on the Sci-Fi Channel.
You're watching It, the Terror from Beyond Space on the Sci-Fi Channel. Next week, the Moonlight Matinee features contemporary stories of the macabre. Tales from the Crypt. Saturday afternoon at 2 on the Sci-Fi Channel.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture.
Beyond the imagination of man.
They were real.
Beyond the secrets of science.
The machines are everywhere.
Lie truths.
No!
Beyond our world.
It's the most hideous creation ever conceived.
Leave him to me.
Inner truths exposed in Outer Limits. Weekdays at 1 on the Sci-Fi Channel.
What are you barking at the moon for?
They're out there.
I know it happened, but I can't get myself to believe it.
Contact has been made.
Is the sighting of a UFO probable?
We've come up with a 95% explained natural phenomenon and 5% unexplained.
For Barney and Betty Hill, that contact occurred in 1961.
I was afraid when I saw the man in the round.
these events are true.
Did you see their faces?
I'm not supposed to remember.
Their astounding account is testament to that fact.
Has there ever been an actual case of an abduction aboard a UFO? I think a sighting is possible, but an abduction?
What an experience to go to some distant planet.
Unravel the secrets of the UFO incident.
It's real. It did happen.
Tonight at 9 on the Sci-Fi Channel.
A struggling farmer who has an impossible dream.
If you build it, he will come. I want to build that field.
Then you should do it.
You think I'm crazy?
I already think you're crazy.
And is there enough magic out there in the moonlight to make this dream come true?
There's a man out there in your lawn.
There are others, you know. They're all welcome here.
A Field of Dreams, the movie premiere, Christmas Day at 8 on HTV.
What did he mean about a ghost?
A ghostly tale, haunting harmony, next Thursday at 10:45 on HTV.
Rice, they say, is the stuff of life. So for a more interesting life, you must have more interesting rice. And these amazing new Knorr cubes for rice hold the secret. Simply add one to the water, cook the rice as normal, and you'll soon have delicious pilau rice. So discover the meaning of rice. Knorr, they've got the know-how.
How about a nice DJ with black velvet lapels and rather cheeky return cuffs? Hello?
You're having problems, mate.
Frankly, since the end of the world, the bottom's fallen right out of the ready-to-wear market.
Well, there's no point in worrying about it. Why not help me look for this?
The amber nectar. The golden throat charm.
It's the end of the world! Who's gonna wear dinner jackets, right?
This is hit, pretty baby.
Good old Yellow Pages.
Throughout evolution, mankind has played the mating game. Why do we long to reproduce when the odds seem so stacked against us? The reason is simple. Having children is the perfect excuse to use Sony's most advanced range of camcorders. Sony, why men rarely learn to reproduce.
Hey, Santa, Lund Poly are offering their biggest discounts ever, but only until January the 3rd. Biggest discounts ever? Get away.
Introducing a cold and flu hot remedy that works. New Day Nurse Hot. Intensive care for cold and flu symptoms.
Now at MFI, 24-bedroom styles are at sale prices, but that's only half the story. Take Hygiena. All these Nimbus units come complete for under £130. Milbourne Pine also comes complete with bed for under £250. The MFI sale, open Boxing Day, bank holiday.
Police Academy 6, the movie premiere, Boxing Day Monday, 8:45, HTV.
This is HTV, now with the time at 10:10, the latest news from ITN.
Good evening. There's a security alert at Gatwick Airport tonight after a man on a flight from Athens claimed to be carrying a bomb. The The plane, a chartered Airbus A320 of Excalibur Airways, landed safely and is now parked on a remote runway. All 168 passengers and 5 crew are still on board. Our reporter Caroline Kerr is at the scene and has just sent us this report.
The plane, an Excalibur twin-engined Airbus, arrived at Gatwick from Athens Airport more than 2 hours ago. It's been surrounded by police officers along with members of the anti-terrorist squad. Ambulances are also on standby at the scene. During the flight, a man had stood up and claimed to be carrying a bomb in his briefcase. The pilot, who I understand to be a very senior and experienced man, judged the situation to be a low-category emergency. Although the plane has now been isolated on a remote runway in the northern part of the airport itself has not been evacuated. Most of the passengers on board the flight are believed to be British holidaymakers returning home for Christmas. Worried relatives are gathering in the arrivals lounge, anxiously awaiting further information. Caroline Kerr, ITN, Gatwick Airport.
More on that as we get it. 7 small children from 2 families have been placed with foster parents for Christmas after they were found at home alone. One family from Leeds was discovered after carol singers alerted police. A man there has been arrested. The other family is from Sheffield. In both cases, police played Santa Claus.
The 3 children from Leeds were discovered by police last night at this block of flats after neighbours raised the alarm. Aged just 5, 4 and 1, they'd been left alone without food or drink. The electricity meter was about to run out. When police knocked on the door, it was opened by a 5-year-old boy who didn't know where his father was. This afternoon, they held a whip round to buy presents for the 3 toddlers. Leeds Social Services are now taking care of the children.
They were so young, I mean, the oldest being 5, the youngest being 1. On top of that, of course, there was no food in the house, there was no sign of Christmas, and they were stuffing plastic toys into an unguarded fire.
After police had searched to find the absent parents, the children's father arrived home, claiming he had not left his children alone and apparently confused by all the fuss.
Back about 10 o'clock last night, and when I come back, they wasn't there, and I ring the police, and then they told me that they put my kids in care. And I said, any chance of having my kids back? And they said, no, you have to wait till tomorrow.
In a similar case nearby in Sheffield, police were again filling stockings, this time for 4 children left alone by their mother since Tuesday, the youngest just 1 year old.
Well, what concerned us were that they'd been there on their own in that house uncared for since possibly Tuesday of this week.
Their 30-year-old mother is tonight being questioned by Sheffield police. So tonight, 7 children are spending Christmas in the care of Yorkshire's social services. But those looking after them are determined to make their Christmas as happy as any other child's. Deborah Turness, ITN, Leeds.
People going home or away for Christmas found travel conditions mostly good today with no serious delays. But there's already snow in the north.
This afternoon, the combination of an early rush hour and the traditional Christmas exodus reduced traffic on major motorway intersections to crawling pace. At the RAC headquarters in North London, news came in of many roads in the north of England and Scotland made impassable by snow.
Up in the north of England and particularly in Scotland, the border regions, and in North Wales, there's been a lot of snow. That's caused some of the roads to be closed for some time, and most of the roads there is advised to proceed with extreme caution, which is one stage before actual road closure.
It was all very different first thing this morning, with traffic levels 40% below normal. A similar story on the railways, where some early trains departed from almost deserted platforms. Heathrow Airport has handled over 600,000 passengers this week, but by early today, most had already departed.
Things have gone very well indeed. It's been a steady flow through. We were quite busy this morning, but it's now working very well. People are very cheerful, and there's a good atmosphere here at Heathrow.
But it wasn't such a smooth-running day at Orkney Airport, where snowplows had to be used to clear the runway. Freezing temperatures are forecast throughout the country tonight. With snow turning to ice, the message from motoring organisations is to stay off the roads.
Scotland Yard say they've had a number of calls from the public with information about the gang rape of 2 schoolgirls in Catford, South London. The girls aged 14 and 15 were set on in the doorway of a burger bar and dragged into an alley. About half a dozen youths raped them, while others watched and cheered. Russian authorities today handed over $10 million to the gunmen who kidnapped a group of school children yesterday. They're still holding 4 boys hostage on the helicopter they were also given, but released 5 girls, 2 boys and their teacher. They say they'll release the others when they get to Azerbaijan. The Wimbledon striker John Fashanu was told today that the FA is not to take any action against him over the clash which nearly blinded Gary Mabbutt of Spurs.
A relieved John Fashanu joined his Wimbledon teammates for a light-hearted training session this morning, having just heard that he would not have to face a charge of misconduct. A Football Association Commission of Inquiry watched this video 24 times before reaching its verdict. The man on the receiving end of the Fashanu elbow, Gary Mabbutt, suffered 7 fractures and came within a millimetre of losing his sight, but Fashanu believes it was Mabbutt's testimony that helped clear him.
Certainly, Gary helped my case. He really did. Fellow professional footballer, I wouldn't expect him to do it any otherwise. He went in there and he spoke the truth and he said it as it was, not how other people suggested it was. And I thank Gary for that. As I said, he's a mountain of a man.
John Fashanu says he won't be changing the robust style that's earned him the nickname Fash the Bash, but he hopes Gary Mabbutt will remain a friend. Despite Wimbledon's relief, this may not be the end of the elbowing incident. Gary Mabbutt still has to decide whether to take a civil action against John Fashanu. Paul Davis, ITN, Wimbledon.
Back to the Gatwick alert, an Excalibur Airlines spokesman has just said that no bomb was found and the passengers are now leaving the plane. A happy Christmas to all our viewers. Good night.
Hello, good evening. Well, it's a bitterly cold Christmas Eve night with a penetrating frost in Scotland. Take it easy if you're out and about on those roads. And here we've snow and sleet flurries pushing southwards all the while, with the odd one even showing up in eastern England. So on to Christmas Day, rainy out to the west, with a good peppering of wintry showers for the eastern side of the country. Now, during the course of the afternoon, things brighten up in the west, at least perfectly timed if you want to walk off all that excess Christmas food. I'm afraid, though, for northern as well as eastern parts, well, here the wintry showers continue, even showing up in London by the end of the day. With temperatures very cold indeed, for most of us 2 to 4. Now, in Fahrenheit terms, that's only the mid-30s, but less wind than today. Here's the summary. Have a lovely Christmas.
There'll be clear spells early with a widespread frost setting in later on, cloud increasing with a little light rain or sleet in places mainly west of Bristol. Lowest temperatures will be around -2 degrees Celsius, that's 28 Fahrenheit. For Christmas Day, any early sleet or snow should soon clear away, then it's a nice bright crisp day with some sunshine. Best temperatures around 5 Celsius, that's 41 Fahrenheit, with light northerly winds. So in summary, frosty tonight, then the chance of a little sleet or snow, but a mostly dry, bright, crisp Christmas Day.
Liam Neeson, Dennis Quaid, Cher, Suspect, Wednesday 9, HTV.
I did that.
It was nice of her to do that.
Someone else did all that.
I didn't know they did that.
I'm glad they don't do that.
At Thomson, we spend 52 weeks a year making your 2 weeks perfect.
What's wrong?
I can't remember which way round my B's and D's go.
Put your hands up like this. Now, straighten your fingers. You see, B always comes before D.
At the Principality Building Society, we believe the closer people work together, the better the result.
There, boat and duck.
Which is why we've got more branches in Wales than any other building society.
You know,
I can still remember the very first sweets given to me by my grandfather. They were Werther's Original, and I was poor. I had a bit of trouble opening that shiny golden wrapper, but then, well, I'll never forget that first taste. Sweet and creamy and uncommonly good. I remember feeling I must be someone very special when my granddad gave me his wonderful butter candy. Well, now I'm the granddad. And what else would I give my little grandson but my Werther's Original? After all, he's someone very special too, you know.
Hello? Caterer, dinner party for 6?
I'm afraid I don't know where anything is. It's my boyfriend's flat.
Oh, that's okay. I've brought the essentials.
Who's that?
The caterer.
She's cutting it fine.
He.
Rich coffee aroma, smooth coffee flavor. Nescafe Gold Blend.
That was excellent. Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. My sister's the caterer, but she's ill. I said I'd help out. So, how are you getting home?
Any more of that delicious coffee?
I'll get it. The caterer's just leaving.
Court's 5-star sale starts Boxing Day bank holiday with savings on everything in the store. It really is too good to miss.
Lovely.
Court City to do it with Thompson than ever before. This summer we're doing even more holidays. So if you're going to do it soon.
Now on HTV, a personal profile on the bachelor boy Cliff Richards, the South Bank show.